Namaskaram. I am Dr. Mandapaka Sarada, a musician from Visakhapatnam and a retired professor in music, Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. At the outset, let me wish you all, the music lovers, on the auspicious occasion of the Parabhava Nama Samvatsara Ugadi. May this Ugadi bring us long life, health and wealth. I feel that this Ugadi came to bless us with a boon, the Raga Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam album in 3 parts. Let us join together to listen and cherish the Muraliganam part 1 of this album of our legendary artist Dr. Balamuralikrishna garu, to have that enjoyment which is lasting for the entire year. Here, I am assigned to give a brief introduction to this album, and I try my best to share with you the depth, greatness and the versatility of our BMK sir. Before going into the topic, let me say a few words about my Guruji and my lineage. My revered Guru, Sriman Commodore Krishnamacharya garu, is a renowned violin vidwan and retired staff on AIR Visakhapatnam. My Guruji had his initial training under Sri Saride Subbarao, who belonged to the lineage of Raga Kharaharapriya, Sri Parupalli Ramakrishna Pantulu garu. Later, he had his advanced training under the tutelage of Sri Dwaram Narasimharao Naidu garu as a direct disciple. Hence, my Guruji belonged to these two powerful, popular and prestigious lineages of Andhra. All of our family members are fans and admirers of BMK sir's music. I used to listen BMK sir's songs from the film Bhakta Prahalada, the popular Urunal Poduma etc., HMV, Columbia recordings and Sangeeta cassettes, Bhakti Ranjani and Sangeeta Sikshana programs of AIR. During the period latter 1970s to 90s, my Guruji, being a violinist, now and then used to give accompaniment to BMK sir's concerts. In those days, Guruji taught me about 20 compositions of Balamurali sir. In 1973, in the youth festival competitions, I got first prize for singing Muraliganam, a Ragamalika of BMK sir. I was of 16 years then. With this background, I became Balamurali sir's music lover. Coming to my direct acquaintance with BMK sir, I remember Tyagaraja Aradhana Festival at Tiruvayaru in 1978. I, along with my mother and father, joined Guru Garu to see that festival. BMK sir was the president of that Utsava committee. He had given me an opportunity to sing for 10 minutes. It is an example for his encouragement given to the budding artists also. After that, in 79 or 80, there was a function, Raja Lakshmi Award function, in which BMK sir was awarded. In that function, I had a nice opportunity to give a concert of classical and light music. BMK sir listened that concert and blessed me. I am fortunate enough to sing with him for a cassette recording, for AIR Bhaktaranjani recordings, and a light music stage program with his film songs. Regarding this program, he wrote a letter to me to sing duet songs with him. It is still with me as a valuable certificate. Another happiest event in my life is that Balamuralikrishna sir inaugurated my CD in Visakha during the annual series of Visakha Music Academy. These are all came to me not because of my talent, ability or capacity, but for BMK sir's magnanimity they came. I am nothing. He is a Meru Parvata. I am after all a grain of sand. He is a great ocean. I am a drop of water. In my opinion, Balamurali sir is an embodiment of Nada, an incarnation of Narada or Anjaneya, as he was an Upasaka of Anjaneya. Now, coming to the present album, Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam, an introduction. At the outset, I wholeheartedly appreciate the untiring efforts and the responsibility shouldered by my brother-like gentleman, Sri Sreenivasa Murthy garu. He is taking so many pains to acquire, preserve, restore with maximum possible quality of old masters' music. He is sharing the treasure of Sri Balamuralikrishna's music through his channel, Music for Posterity. What a generous and kind gesture towards the music fraternity. He is sharing these tracks in a novel way with an introduction by an artist of repute. Though I am not popular on stage, he extended this opportunity considering my little bit acquaintance with Balamurali sir. In addition to that, Sreenivasa Murthy garu happened to listen my own compositions on Balamurali sir, and he could understand my reverence on BMK sir. Thus, he might have chosen me for this assignment. He suggested me to mention a few words about my experience with BMK sir. That's why I could dare to say those words. I am wholeheartedly thankful to him for his consideration. Now, let me say in brief about the Raga Kharaharapriya. As all of you know, that Kharaharapriya is a Shadjagrama Raga and is oftenly told that it has its roots in Samaganam. In ancient days, the name of this Raga is Harapriya, means delightful to Shiva. Later, it is prefixed with a word Khara so as to fix it suitably into the Katapayadi formula of 72 Mélakarta scheme. This is a Mélakarta Raga bearing the number 22. In the Asampurna Mela Paddhati, it is Sri Raga, the 22nd Mela. Among our Murthy Trayam, Dikshitar followed the Asampurna Paddhati. He composed kritis in Sri Ragam but not handled this Raga Kharaharapriya. No compositions of Shyama Sastri available in this Raga. Tyagaraja Swami composed many kritis in this Raga and exposed its span from depth to heights and its maximum extent. Hence, Tyagaya is solely responsible for the popularity of this Raga. Many composers of post-Tyagaraja period continued his legacy by their compositions. Having symmetry and consonance between the lower and upper tetrachords, this Raga gives us a high satisfaction of aesthetic balance. In the present album, the Raga Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam in 3 parts, Dr. Balamuralikrishna sir very efficiently and comprehensively explored this Raga and proved its potentiality. Regarding my present endeavour of appreciation of the album Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam, I try my best in my humble way with my limited knowledge. Part 1 of this album began with BMK's own Varnam Ninu Nera Nammiti in Aditalam. In this album, this Varnam of 82 AA broadcast has been sung as Dhanavarnam. Might have been molded later into Padavarnam so as to give lyrical significance. This Varnam is composed on Lord Ganapati. The lyric depicts the Ganesh Purana. Generally, we can't get more Varnas on Ganesha. In the Tana Varnam, there are 4 Ettugadasvaras, whereas in the Padavarnam, there are 6 Ettugadasvaras and their Sahityas. The extra 2 Swaras have been included after 3rd Ettugadasvara of Tana Varna. The Purvangam of this Varnam, BMK sir composed it with more Laghu Akshar Sahityam without using more oval extensions. If we observe the Sahityam of BMK's Varnams, we can understand that they are of Bhakti Rasa Pradhana or of social awareness. Unlike many traditional Varnas which are of Sringara Rasabhava or of Madhura Bhakti. Now, let us see the musical structure setting. The Chittaswaram in Purvangam concluded with a small Tirmanam. Gama kari sari sa nida papa ma gama pani no nera namiti. tadhingenata, 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 like that. The Sahityam of Charanam, Sumukha, Pavana, Srita Sumukha. Here, the word Sumukha is used 2 times with 2 different meanings. The first Sumukha means nice, good, beautiful face. The second word Srita Sumukha means favorable to his devotees. This feature, using the same word with difference in meaning, is called Yamakam according to Chandas. With regard to the musical dhatu structure of Ettugadaswaras, I am touching the noticeable one, not about all the 4 swaras because of time stress. In the 4th Ettugadaswara, he concluded with a small tirmanam which has been gently woven as natural as prastaram. Though it's a muktayi, he did not render it as muktayi, making his listeners to anticipate that he would be going to give a muktayi. It is like Tadiginata jham, Tadiginata jham, Tadiginata. It's more like a prastara without giving punctuation as in the muktai. Now, coming to the second item in this part 1 of the album, Prakkala Nilabadi in Chaputalam. This is one of the popular kritis of Saint Tyagaraja. There is a mention by our Sreenivasa Murthy garu himself that this AIR recording probably of 1950s or early 1960s. While listening to this Raga Lapana with analytical perspective, we can feel that B.M.K. Sir's this Raga rendition is more conventional when compared to his trend, which was of latter years. But we feel his exceptional and excellent creativity lies in the prastara at the Tarasthayi Rishabha. He sang many sangatis as Panchamavarja. Very rarely we come across this feature. Generally, we find 2 or 3 of that nature. For instance, his imagination of Raga Prastara at Devatam is highly unimaginable. Moreover, it is like Mirupu Vegam, lightning speed. It is astonishing. In the last part of this raga, most such type of sangatis are there. While observing B.M.K.'s trend in his age of 20 to 25, I feel there was the influence of Sri J.N.B. and the king of Nadaswaram, Sri Rajaratnam Pillai. It seems B.M.K. sir and J.N.B. sir are intimates, and J.N.B. sir preferred B.M.K. sir's violin accompaniment in those days. Artists generally, during the early years of their career, may have the influence of co-artists or contemporary music. Likewise, B.M.K. sir might have the influence of the artists of his times. Balamuraligaru was very keen and particular at Sahitya presentation. It is observed that he sang the Anupallavi of this kriti Prakkala Nilabadi, Chukkala Rayuni, as just Chukkala Rayuni, not as Chukkala Rayuni. For once or twice, he sang it as Chukkala, so as to establish the actual word. Then after, he sang it as usual, as conventionally sung by many artists. Similarly, in the charanam, Tanuvuche Vandana Manasuna Talachi, not Tanuvuche Manasuna. The kriti is followed by a brief but attractive Svarakalpana. There is a captivating Sangati in the Pallavi, that is Prakala Nilabadi La Sarivasa Parasaridapa. These two are symmetrical and consonant prayogas. The third item, Ninne Sada Talachitine, in Aditadam, BMK's own composition. This is 1981 recording of AR. Ragalapana for this kriti is different from that of earlier conventional trend. It is in his own style. Here, in this raga, we can find a special treatment of Gandhara. Muralisa rendered pure Gandhara and Gandhara with usual Gamaka. Another specialty in this Alapana is BMK's easy and comfortable landing at Mandra Shadja. It was so casually reached. In the Niraval part, Eenadu Enadu, we feel the effect of modal shift of tonic note without applying Grahabedam when the Svara Madhyamam was concentrated. This composition of BMK gives us a completely different approach of Kharaharapriya. To say, on the whole, Muraligaru portrayed this picture of Raga on a different and his own canvas. Great masters often say that the Raga Lapana should be given keeping in the mind the kriti that which the artist going to present. BMK's rendition of this Raga Lapana is an example for that saying. Violin artist very efficiently continued BMK's trend in the beginning of his Raga delineation and later shifted to the conventional trend. One should appreciate his ability. The artist on Mridangam extended nice following. His Tanayavatnam is very delightful. Now, the fourth item, it is the concluding item in this part 1 of this album, is Pahi Rama Rama Yanuchu, a Divyanama Kirtana of Tyagaya, set to Rupaktalam. By listening to this Kirtana, one can understand how to sing a Sahitya-oriented composition. This is sung as a duet. Balamuralikrishna garu was very keen and particular at the presentation of lyric. He takes utmost care for each word, pronunciation of letters, import of the song, the meaning and chandas. It is clearly evident in his charanam.
Chanda Shetru Gruda Puru Akhanda Vrittito Nunda Santa Sille Kodanda Ramuru.
BMK sir so conveniently combined the two padas with a gamaka to madhyama swara. Without taking breath, he joined them. The co-artist, the female artist, also sang well with full awareness towards Sahitya. The orchestra lent good support and enhanced the beauty of the Sankirtana. On the whole, this part 1 of the album Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam will definitely reach to the common listeners and to the scholars as well. Sreenivasa Murthyji's Sankalpam may be fulfilled. To sum up, Balamuralikrishna garu had all proprieties of a master vocalist. Those are perfect diction, perfect pronunciation, mastery on the subject, expression, a mesmerizing and silky voice which can easily traverse in the 3 octaves, lightning speed in Briga Sancharas, tremendous control over his voice, attractive modulation, knowledge of many languages, Swara Sahitya composing abilities, brilliance, high imagination, unparalleled creativity, acquaintance with other art forms, playing of viola, violin, mridangam, kanjira, etc. instruments, whatnot. The essential qualities of a good Gayaka and a good Vagayakara, which are mentioned in our ancient treatises like Sangeeta Ratnakara, Chaturdandi, etc. They are all revealed in his performances. I remain with this small attempt to introduce the part 1 of the album, the Raga Kharaharapriya in Muraliganam. Hope to join you again to share our enjoyment on listening to the part 2 of this album. Namaskaram.